Hello, it's your boy Blue Hoodie 93. We back with another banger. We'll be talking about Anthony Edwards post game speech, him and Julius Randle, and a blowout win versus the Lakers. So let's get into it. I know he's gonna be talking some real gangster shit. I already know, cause that's how he is. He ain't gonna sugarcoat about his opponents. He ain't one of those guys that's gonna sugarcoat shit. So we're gonna jump right into it. Side of Anthony Edwards.
He had ultra confidence. That's what we talked about to start the week. And he's 6'11" and has everything that a person who's 6'2" has in his game. So, I mean, as long as he trusts himself, we all trust him. 1 through 15, even the coaching staff, the whole organization. So, he's just being J.D. McDaniels.
Coach was saying that you were very vocal at halftime. Just what were you feeling as you went into the locker room? What were you trying to convey to the team to come out of it strong?
Just some of the reads that we was able to make on the offensive end. Going into the second half, I was telling my teammates on how we could space the floor to hurt them, and we did that in the third, coming right out. That's how we got that big lead, spacing the floor the right way. Because they tipped the floor heavy on me and Julius, so just being able to make the right reads all throughout the night.
Julius, what do you think kind of flipped this game? What are maybe one or two things you guys did in that second quarter, third quarter that kind of turned the game on its head for you guys?
I think it was really just our defense.
That boy, Anthony Edwards, a young leader. You see why he don't want to be the face of the NBA too real. They want you to be fake. When you the face of the NBA, they want you to be fake. So Anthony Edwards, he don't want to be that shit because he's so real. So he ain't gonna hold back. So that's why he don't want to be the face. I don't trust him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be the face neither. I just want to play and drop buckets and talk shit.
Yes. Like, obviously, Luka, he got off to the hot start, hit a couple threes. But once we were able to slow them down and really defend, we blew the game open. Was able to get in transition a little bit, and then offensively, exactly what Ed said. They tried to tilt the floor, so we just got to make the right plays.
And
Happy Easter.
Leadership, and you said you would think that you were 30 years old at
like combination style.
You lead in the locker room. Where are you at with that at this point in your career, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, in terms of communicating with your teammates on that level?
Just knowing. I mean, it's 15 grown.
Appreciate the light.
Knowing how to. Everybody got emotions. Knowing how to talk to everybody. Everybody can't. You can't. Deliver a message the same way to 1 through 15. You know what I'm saying? So some guys I got to talk to, pull them to the side. Some guys I can cuss at, and some guys I got to, just different ways, man. And I think.
Yes, it is. It's the guy, whatever your name is, Major Powell. Y'all like combination style. It is Easter, and happy 420 to everybody out there that's smoking. Y'all stay up, stay praised, stay to yourself. Keep the circle small. We're gonna get to the Anthony post game.
Not being afraid of doing that, I think that's the main thing. I step into that role, and my teammates trust me and they listen. So it's a privilege to have guys like that.
And he talked this week during practice about a couple of ideas of how they might guard you or guard you guys as a team. How did what you were kind of picturing versus what they threw at you? How'd that look?
It was similar. It was similar to Phoenix, but I will say I'm not gonna love the game plan, but yeah, it was similar to Phoenix.
Julius, for you too, like offensively, where your offense was going to come from as a scorer and playmaker, how did that settle in over the course of the game?
It was good. It was good. The second half was better. Just way too many turnovers. And I think, as well as we played for myself individually, I feel like that's where I can clean up. But it was good. It was just finding open spaces on the floor. We knew how they were going to defend us defensively, so.
Oh shit!
I knew when Ant had the ball, where to be, and he did a great job. He had like 8 or 9 assists. Tonight that's what facts, and that's what Coach said he needed. At the beginning of when we were preparing, at the beginning of the week, he was saying we need you guys to have 8 or 9 assists, and he did exactly that. So for me, I worked extremely hard on my catch and shoot, and trust me, find me. I'm just gonna knock it down, take it every time.
And what you learned about your team tonight?
We got a great group of guys, but it wasn't tonight. I learned that in training camp. It just takes a minute for us to gel as a new team. So yeah, it just took a minute for us to figure each other out. And
Shout out to that boy at that was dropping buckets on those sorry ass Lakers. Shout out to Ant Man, one of the best shoot guards in the game, one of the best go bucket getters. He gonna play on both ends at all times. Never give up. Shout out to all the young players that's doing it. I give props what props do. I'm not a hater. Some people say I'm a hater because they don't like the truth, and I'm only getting the truth. So, to all the LeBron sexuals out there, you know, he didn't do nothing last night.
I feel like just rolling.
Sure, and Julius, the Lakers side of things, they said that they felt your guys' physicality and thought that was a major factor in the game. Coming into the series, how was that a point of emphasis for you guys to kind of establish that? And, obviously there's referees involved too, so how do you know the line that you can kind of push it to without getting on the bench?
Great question. How many free throws they shot you? How do I find that?
In case you didn't know, these young men are driven. The new generation of Toyota drivers are here. They want you to know one thing.
I'm surprised they didn't shoot that many free throws. The second game they finna shoot a lot of free throws. The referees finna be on. They finna be more alert and on point. Yeah, man. That second game Monday, watch how many free throws they let to shoot. They might shoot like 40 free throws, but Luka's gonna get like at least 15 free throws. But Luka doing his thing. Shout out to Luka. Hey, that's transferring to the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson won off last night, as he always does. Y'all better watch out. So my pick for the day, I'm picking the Warriors over Houston, Cavaliers over Miami, OKC over the Grizzlies. Yeah, I think it's another game on what the other team is. We'll get back into that. But yeah, that's my pick for the day. Who y'all got? The Clippers? No, Clippers lost last night. I'm tripping out. The Cavaliers or the Miami Heat? I got the Cavaliers and 4. Give them a big sweep. We're gonna get back into the Anthony Edwards.
Man, we shot
11.
Okay. No answer.
We're back. We're back.
No answer.
Yeah, you just gotta keep playing,
You
man.
just gotta play through it. Just try to be as physical as possible. I mean, the main thing for us was we didn't want them to get in the bonus early because now everybody gets into a rhythm. You see a couple free throws go in. Luka gets into a rhythm. Bron gets into a rhythm. All 5 of those guys. So that was the main thing.
Facts. That boy dropping bombs.
I think we did a good job with that in the second half.
I like coming to subscribe.
Do that, especially in an atmosphere like this, and especially when Luka got that big half-court shot.
I wasn't out there for the half-court shot, but I mean, in an atmosphere like this it's easy. It's easy for me, man. I've played in Denver, man. Denver is a tough place to play in the road, so I mean, it was nothing.
And was it a little knee or
No,
what?
it's cramped. It's cramped.
And you guys have been good defensively all year, but did this game feel a little more like last year, like just the level that you guys hit from a defensive standpoint?
The attention to detail was there. I had a couple game plan mistakes.
He said it ain't nothing about playing in LA. It's really nothing. Shit, Denver was more louder and the atmosphere was way more crazy than Denver. See, I told you.
Mistakes. We may have had a couple slippages throughout the game plan, but I feel like the attention to detail was up to part of that.
Julius, first question's for you. Number one, really like your post touches. A lot of times when Austin was getting there, you guys found that. And then how did you like how y'all stuck to your identity more so, staying with the big group? You and Rudy at sometimes, and then you and Nas, and just staying big and staying together. They were going small the whole time.
I mean, we feel like that's our advantage, to be honest. We got guys who and Rudy did a great job today as well. And then, he protects the rim, so it's like we all got our strengths, and we try to play to those, and then we try to protect each other's weaknesses, whatever that might be. But we feel like that's to our advantage. We all each individually do something very well, and we try to bring that out of each other.
Yep. And then, and for you, I got to the gym, 3.5 hours early. You and Julius were out there working, and it kind of reminded me of the summer. I remember right after you won the gold medal, I hit Trey up. I'm like, bro, you back in the gym? Like, did he take a week off? Like, what's going on? But, like, for you, like, how is that, for you, just always staying with the work, no matter what, not really taking no time off, just working on your craft?